Alright, back-to-back videos. How you doing? Louis J. DePaula Jr. Raw Thoughts vlog. So today is just about counterfactual thinking. Counterfactual thinking is a big fancy word for imagination. Imagining scenarios, the way other things could have went, etc. So if you're sitting there imagining your life, if you went to this college instead of that college, or if you dated that guy instead of this girl, that's counterfactual thinking, imagination. What if I didn't lose the horse race? What if I came in first place? Counterfactual thinking. So it seems simple, but obviously counterfactual thinking, although it's important because it can breed wisdom in us humans, us people. It can breed wisdom. At the same time, it can breed stress, anxiety, depression. It can breed a lot of unhappiness, a lot of misery, a lot of suffering, because we sit there pondering what could have been, and as my brother says, you always lose to the phantom. That imagination will always be greater, always be more abstract than what you can think. So that seems simple, right? Hey, don't go imagining all these things forever or else you'll regret and hate your life. Yeah. Put that aside. There are two, in this set of terms, there are two ways you can counterfactually think. There's upward counterfactual thinking and downward counterfactual thinking. Upward counterfactual thinking is when you imagine things as better as they were, right? What if I married so-and-so? What if I got that job instead of this job? What if I did 5 million push-ups every day for my whole life, etc. That's upward counterfactual thinking. You imagine how things are better than if they are right now. Again, it's good because it can breed wisdom. At the same time, upward counterfactual thinking leads to a lot of misery because you're imagining things as better, and then your reference point, kind of like anchoring as we talked about, becomes less than what the situation is in your perception. Again, it's all about perception. The important concept to take from this video is downward counterfactual thinking. Studies have shown most people don't do this. And actually, the more you do this, the more, I'm not going to say 100%, but the more you do this, the happier you will feel. This is a cool trick to feel happier. Downward counterfactual thinking. Again, upward means imagining things as better than they are. Downward counterfactual thinking is imagine things are worse than they are. So you say, yeah, okay, I came in second place, but what if I came in fourth place and then I tore my ACL and I lost my scholarship? Yeah, okay, I'm living in this Roach Motel apartment, but what if I was living in the street and I became a heroin addict and I ended up overdosed and dead? Yeah, okay, I'm a big president of this company, but what if I was CEO and then all of the executive board was after my head, and I had all this extra stress and I couldn't take vacations with my family, yada yada yada. You imagine things as worse than they are, and what you do is you create an anchor point that's less than what you have. So when you return back to reality, what you have is more than this situation. Again, you don't want to sit there sulking and self-pitying yourself. What if I kill myself? What if I hang myself? Yada yada yada, because that creates just negativity and a bad environment you don't want to be around. Instead, what you do is you create a situation where you're grateful for what you have. Okay, I'm not where I want to be in life, sure, but I'm grateful that I'm not on the streets, I'm not dead, I'm not broke, I'm not, etc., etc. I'm grateful that I still have my parents, I'm still yada yada. So use that to your advantage. Downward counterfactual thinking, okay? I'll leave you with this. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Louis J. DePaula Jr. Purpose, persistence, and practice. It's what we use to build our skill sets here, the Smüth. Stay smooth. You enjoy your day. You are loved. You are respected. And most of all, you're appreciated. Thank you for your time, spending your time together with me. because it is valuable. So use it wisely. I sound like a preacher. I hate preaching, by the way. I think it's so... Preaching to me is lazy, if I could be honest. I think preaching is lazy because you're telling someone what they should do. This is right, this is wrong, you should do this, you shouldn't do this. Preaching to me is lazy. Because I think if you really wanted to impact someone, you tell a story. You would tell a story about the tortoise and the hare. You wouldn't say, go slow, you're going too fast. You tell a story. But it's harder to come up with a story for every situation than it is to preach. And like a few of these comics say, you go for laughter, not applause. Applause is cheap. Applause is easy. I say, don't kill people, don't murder people, yeah! But to make you laugh, that's hard. So, something to think about.